So I'm joined by Mick Steele and Joey Beeler. So we're going to be talking funny cars and breaking a little bit of news here. So first, Mick, I wanted to talk about your story and how you got into racing and what kinds of cars you've competed in.
Well, I started racing, I hate to say how long ago, but back in 1982 with bracket racing up in Ohio. I was born in Ohio, started at Norwalk, and grew from there through bracket racing, and then in the late 90s we went to a blown alcohol funny car, and we did run that through the late 90s, early 2000s. After that we moved to a jet car that we ran for a number of years. It wasn't what we really, after having the competitive side of it, the show car, jet car didn't give us the same effect as having competition.
Yeah.
Then I got out of racing for a period of time, started my own business, and then in 2019 we started running the A Fuel car, dragster, and then after pushing NHRA to get the funny car class opened up, we stepped over into that 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are with the A Fuel car, still cutting our teeth on that, trying to get a handle on how to make that car run fast, and we've been fairly successful with it, but we're moving ahead with that.
What has the learning curve been like with the A Fuel combination?
The learning curve has been, we figured out that the funny car is not a dragster.
Mm-hmm.
We had the motors, we had the tune-ups, we had everything from the dragster that we moved into a funny car, but it even started with a situation where we didn't even know what type chassis to start with. The blown alcohol dragsters and the blown alcohol funny cars, are different than what we run with the A Fuel combination. So we started off with the John Force funny car, and we ran that 2 years ago. We learned enough about that car, about what the A Fuel combination liked and what it didn't like, and last year we had Chase Copeland build us a brand new, purposely built A Fuel funny car to the best of our knowledge of what it needed. We ran that this past year, and that's what we're getting ready to start the 2025 season with, is that car, and see if we can get it. It's a competitive combination. We just need to get a consistent combination for it.
Takes a bit of fine tuning, right?
It takes some fine tuning, but it's been a fun ride. I mean, it's something different. It gets a lot of attention, and I've enjoyed it.
It is bringing attention.
Mm-hmm.
There's something else that's going to bring some attention as well, right?
Well, the biggest thing that's going to bring some attention for the 2025 season, and hopefully beyond, is this logo that's on my shirt here. We're introducing New York Life to the NHRA scene, and there's some pictures of the car there of what it's going to look like when we come out in Gainesville. It's still a work in process, but we're going to bring New York Life on board and see if we can get them introduced to drag racing and see the benefit of the demographics that we run in.
Well, your rig and your car look fantastic. How did this relationship come about?
The relationship came about, this guy got a hold of me on Facebook, and then I wouldn't respond to him, and then he got my wife's phone number, and then the next thing I know, I'm getting a phone call from this guy sitting to my right, and I really wasn't giving him the time of day, but anyhow, we did get together, and our relationship started, 3 or 4 years ago? And yeah, and
okay.
5 years ago, and anyhow, Joey's also a racer, representative for New York Life, and anyhow, one thing led to another, and but the sponsorship deal really started about 2 years ago, and it's just now coming to fruition.
It has to be amazing to see that happen. Joey, what is it like for you to have your persistence and this relationship pay off?
Yeah, I mean, I've known Mick for 5 years, and so we've been working on this with my office and everybody at New York Life. So it's been hard work, but I think they're finally getting to the point where they understand drag racing and what the importance has been to my personal business. I've got clients here at PRI. There's multiple people I've seen today that are clients of mine, and New York Life insures them, helps them with their investments. So it's been a good partnership for me, with the racers. So I think they'll see the benefit, and there's no better stage than NHRA racing. So.
And since you know both sides of it too, that's a great way to pitch it to New York Life, but also, I mean, you know the sport, so how meaningful is it for you to pursue this and show more people in 2025?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of people I've reached out to, at NHRA, in the pro ranks and the sportsman ranks. So it's been a really good, it's a good feeling to know that we're going to get more exposure for me and the company. It's a really big deal. So.
What do you want to show others at New York Life about NHRA drag racing and what we do?
Well, when I started, people didn't know what drag racing really was. They thought you're gonna work with drag racers, and there's a misconception with that in some sense. But a lot of people didn't understand the vast majority of racers. They have disposable income for one, but there's a lot of us, and I mean, look how many people are here today. These are all racing enthusiasts. So there's a ton of people you can market to that's more than just your average Joe. So.
And you have some support out here as well. You already brought a fan section, so that's pretty cool.
Well, there we go. Let's bring it up there.
So as the on-track representative, what do you want to show as the on-track representative with New York Life on your car? What do you want to show everyone about what you're doing as well?
Well, we'd like to really bring them to the forefront, but we started with the A-Fuel deal. We're kind of one of the only ones out there. We want to be able to show the performance of that. We want to compete for some wins this year, and move the whole program forward with New York Life and with the A-Fuel deal, and have fun doing it. That's why we got fans.
I was going to say, it looks like you're already having a good time.
Yeah.
Well, that's big news. Thank you. So this is a really cool way to wrap up the second day of PRI. So thank you for coming on stage, and thank you for bringing New York Life to NHRA. This is awesome.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. So that concludes day 2 of PRI on the NHRA stage. We'll see you back here tomorrow.